Newcastle was very game. They had 17 shots, 8 on target. We had 14 and 7. They had 5 half chances, 6 long shots, 2 woodwork hits that absolutely did them in. If one of those had scored, it would have been a draw. And frankly, they kind of deserved it. Mateta did not have the best game, but Carvalho and St. Maximin had great games. LaCroix had a great game. Leno was really good between the sticks. But the Xerxes goal was nice. The Pellegrini goal was nice. The nice thing about both of those is that the assist came from the wingers, which I am really enjoying. Of course, we're playing Newcastle again this episode, so there's a very good chance they could get their revenge on us. I'm not so sure about this whole Carabao Cup thing. We keep drawing these really strong teams in the beginning and getting knocked out. The board is not exactly upset with me about it, but they think I could be doing better. Today, though, it's all about Club Brugge as we start our Champions Cup group stage games. Sorry, had to swallow there. Today, though, it's all about Club Brugge as we start our group stage games for the Champions Cup. They're a solid squad. I've taken a look at them. They've got some really good players. They're playing this 5-2-2-1, which, yeah, I'm kind of worried about because I tend to play a little bit wider. But Noah Long is their striker, and he has had some fairly decent seasons. When he came out on loan from Ajax, he had a really good season for them, but he's never really equalized that. I think that's because he's kind of moved around. He's one of those guys that if I had the money and he was maybe a few years younger, I would sign him because he plays the top 4 positions really, really well. So we've changed the formation up slightly. I'm going with 2 attacking forwards up top, and when we switch Sione and Stockbridge around just a little bit, that's because Stockbridge is right foot dominant, can't use his left foot if I think the fate of the world depended on it, and Sione's much better. He's dominant with his right, but he's very good with his left as well. What the hell happened here? Stockbridge is eligible. Why is he not able to play? Registration. Champions Cup. Stockbridge. He's registered. What is going on? Iturbe got injured, so Bauman's starting. It's been a little bit hit and miss. The big problem is that we're playing Bruges 3 days after we're playing Newcastle. So I got a couple guys who aren't exactly 100% match fit. And of course, because it's the Champions League, there's 7 on the bench instead of 9. You wouldn't think 2 substitutes would make a difference, but they really kind of do. George doing his evening coffee clutch. May have to go yell at him to get him in here in a minute. Against Newcastle, Kasuna was an absolute hero on defense. He did a really good job. This is the first highlight. We're 32 minutes in. Chowdhury has the ball down to Fatuwu. He gets the ball to Pellegrini. Up for Xerxes, who got by the defender. Goes wide, holds it up, turns around. Long across the field to Laird, who sends it in again. Off the post. And not in. Mbamba clears it. It goes back to Laird. Wow, that was... okay. Fatuwu. I have no idea where he was sending that kick. Somehow it ends up at Admirola's feet. Fatuwu back to Seoni. He tries sending it to Pellegrini, but it's knocked away. Laird runs the ball down. Laird drives forward. Holds it up. Gets it to Chowdhury. Chowdhury crosses it in. Xerxes there with a nice header. I have no idea what Fatuwu was doing with that corner kick. Sure, now the encourage I told them 5 minutes ago goes off. Literally at 35 minutes I encouraged them. Now it's just going off. Xerxes, a nice header in the crowd. Annoying. Not the Xerxes header. The fact that your shout takes so freaking long to show up sometimes. And we go into half, the 1-0 lead. 11 shots, 4 on target to their 1-1. We can do better. We can do better. Fatuwu. Again, I don't know where he's sending that. Chowdhury, Pellegrini off the crossbar. Mignolet clears it. About 65 minutes in. Get Chowdhury off and bring on Blanco. We'll go a few more minutes before we figure out what to do with the guys up top. It's about 75 minutes in. I think Pellegrini's on a 6-4. I think... it's 2.5. It's 2.5. Sure, it's 2.5. He's a false 9. We're going to get Verona on for Pellegrini. Actually, no. This is what we're going to do. We're going to we're going to undo this. I need to swatch that out. We're going to switch Pellegrini and Esposito. And we're going to switch Pellegrini with Verscheren. So Verscheren comes on at the winger. Esposito moves up to the advance forward. And that's what we're going to do. Laird on the throw-in. Long to Zagadou. Heads it down to Fatuwu. Back to Laird. Laird goes to the corner. Verscheren heads it in, but Mignolet knocks it away. Nice save by the Club Brugge keeper. Admirola on the throw into Verscharen. Back to Admirola. Zagadou all the way back to Baumann. Verscharen heads it down. What the heck's going on? Mbamba over to Nasaki. Back to Mbamba. Up to Guillaume. Lang got through. Oh, and he hit it wide left. For a moment there, it looked like it was going in. I thought they were going to claw the drawback with an FM goal. Admirola gets it up to Verscharen. Verscharen holds it up. Back to Admirola. Admirola to Verscharen. Verscharen sends it in. Esposito's there. He can't get it, but Fatu is there, and he knocks it in. They're calling it a sublime move by Verscharen. I don't know how true that holds, because it looks like... Okay, he sends it in. Esposito goes up for the header, and he misses it, and the ball gets deflected down to Fatu's left foot. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll call it a good win. It kind of really wasn't, but... I mean, come on. Let's go back to the game real quick. Inter blanked Porto. Okay, I gotta go. Actually, this is annoying. I don't know if this is a skin issue or... Riedewald did... he won 28 headers? Good gracious. This has to be a skin issue. Two shots, 8 on targets, 3 Woodwork hits. I didn't see any of them unless they're counting one of those from one of the replays we saw earlier as a Woodwork hit. And that one, okay, the one that bounced off the post and then was on the line before it was cleared, I'm surprised that didn't count because it looked like it rolled over the line to me, but I don't have that replay turned on, so we don't know. But a win is a win. I'm happy with it. I'd be happier if we were a little bit more... Clinical is the wrong word. You hate seeing Woodwork hits because every Woodwork hit is a goal that missed by just a little bit. It's annoying. So I remember I had a game. It was a personal save as Palace. It was FM18. And I had a game where I was playing PSG in the Champions League, and I broke out this new formation. It was the Swiss Bolt. It was 5-3-2 with a libero. You could probably do something similar nowadays with the personnel changes they made, but it was a 5-3-2. I practiced it for 2 weeks because we had an off week before we played PSG. The guys were all in tune to it, and we scored in the 4th minute, and PSG was absolutely befuddled. That's not the word I want to use. There's another word I use. There's the F word in between there, befuddled. And they didn't know what to do. And we ended up winning that game 2-0. We had 5 Woodwork hits. It was just annoying. Because it was like, oh my God, we could have won by so much more. But at the same time, you have to be comfortable with the fact that a victory is a victory. Even an ugly victory is still a victory. Just makes me wonder what's going to happen when we face them next time. Especially because, let's see. Oh, look at that. We're playing United 4 days before we play Bruges. But anyhow, we've got Watford coming up. We're going to play them offline. Then we're going to do Newcastle in the Carabao. Watford is currently top 5. They spent a little bit of money this offseason, if I remember correctly. Oh, yeah, we moved up in the club payroll. We're now 17th in the Prem. João Pedro, Fenge Torre, I don't know those names. 25 million in. Tormenta, Ricard Sanchez, Vasily Kravitz. He's a defender, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he's a left back. And 3.7 out. And last year, 24 in, 37 out. Biggest out was Ignacio Pusetto. Their biggest in last year was Tom Davies. 28, 37. They tend to be net sellers, it seems. So we're going to come back with our match against Newcastle in the Carabao in just a bit. Well, Ramos Sinclair, my young promising striker, tore his calf muscle. He's out 2 to 4 months. And then a couple days later, Teo Adamarola broke his ankle. He is out 3 to 4 months. He's not going to be back until just before the January transfer window. I am really hoping this does not really hamper him because he was really coming on. I suspect this would have been a season where he would have gained probably at least his 3rd star. But the nice thing is, I don't want to say I was prepared for it because I knew something like this would happen, but depth is always a good thing. So we've got Guehi starting at the left, Zagadou, Anderson, and Kasunu on the back 4, Bauman still in goal, Seone and Stockbridge as the midfielders, Esposito and Fatou as the attack midfielders, Xerxes and Pellegrini up top as the strikers. Newcastle is looking for some revenge. Male on the throw-in, intercepted, Pellegrini up to Xerxes, and he scores. That was a nice through ball by Pellegrini. Oh, it's offsides. No, it's not. Okay. Male threw it in. Fatou stepped right in front of St. Maximin, who was looking somewhere else, and Xerxes just absolutely hammered it home. Lower left corner. St. Maximin was either distracted or just wasn't paying attention. That's essentially the same thing, isn't it? Willock to LaCroix. Back to Demirol. Mbemba up to Mateta. Ball's lost. Goes back and forth a little bit, and we give it right back. LaCroix to Demirol. Musa. Mbemba. Palmer. To Musa. Back to Demirol, up into space for Mateta. Zagadou heads it down. Seone sends it back to Bauman. Bauman ends up at Xerxes' foot after Esposito headed it to him. Esposito in and out. Back to Seone. He crosses it in. Pellegrini's there, but he was well offsides. It was a very nice assist from Seone. But, yeah, Pellegrini was well offside. Fatou sends it in. Leno makes an acrobatic stop. I don't know why. St. Maximin chests it down, gets it out to Palmer on the right. Palmer holds it up, sends it back to Mbemba. Mbemba up to box, up to the middle of the box. LaCroix and Musa are playing back and forth. Willock to St. Maximin. Musa got through, hit the post. Bauman finally ends up clearing it. Xerxes running with it, going left, passes it up, gives it away. Somehow Stockbridge ends up with it after the header. Anderson. Oh, somebody was fouled. He wasn't fouled. They're not calling that a foul. Fatou went flying. Ass over tea kettle. And they're not calling that a foul. I swear if they score off of this. They came close to scoring off of it, but they didn't. Esposito had a really nice outside of the foot pass. The 1-0 lead, we are barely holding on. They've been better than us from a statistical point of view. 9 shots, 3 on target. We've had 4 and 3. They had the one Woodwork hit. We have a slight possession advantage, but Can't say that we really used it to our benefit. St. Maximum. Running forward, holds it up, back to Molly. He gets it up to Bowen. Bowen to Mateta. Mateta to Bowen. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Molly crosses it, Palmer's there. Mateta gets the rebound off the bad header and they equalize. What happened there? Mateta drifts in front of the 6-yard box. Molly sends it in. Palmer heads it, chests it off of Guehi, falls right at Mateta's foot, and he knocks it in. Kasunu's gassed, so we're going to bring on Laird. But he's gassed too, so we're going to bring on Riedewald. Molly on the throw in St. Maximum. Back to Molly. He feeds Willock, St. Maximum. Up to Bowen. Running left. Holds it up. St. Maximum, top corner of the box. Back to Willock. Willock feeds Palmer. Bauman got just enough on it to knock it out of bounds. Leno sends it up. Riedewald. Nice first touch. Up into space. Pellegrini. Oh, hits the crossbar. Oh, man. I thought he dinked the keeper from distance. And now we're at penalty kicks. You are kidding me. Xerxes. And he slots it past. Leno. Bowen comes up. Now Bauman fell over more than dove. Pellegrini. And he puts it away lower left. Palmer. And again, Bauman guesses right, but he's too late. Sione. And he slots it away comfortably. Mateta. What is he going to do? And he runs up, doesn't even stop to address the ball, just boots it in. Riedewald. Oh, it looked like the keeper stopped it for a second there, but that was just the graphic. St. Maximum. And okay. Esposito. Nice. He's the team's best penalty kick taker. I hate these long walk-ups. And again, Bauman's late. Got like 3 more guys, and the last 2 all have a 2 penalty taking. William comes up. And again, Bauman's late. Zagadou. And he stopped. Of course, he's also one of the ones that has like a 3 penalty kick taking. Ahmed Hazic. Come on, Bauman. Nope, Zagadou has a 7. Blivet. On one hand, it's a competition that we don't really have to worry about anymore. On the other hand, they wanted to stick to the 4th round. We were knocked out in the 3rd. Annoying. Save the game here. So, I think what we're going to do is come back for probably, we'll play Porto for sure. We'll skip the first Inter game. We'll come back for probably West Ham Porto. And then Bruges Brighton. Or Bournemouth Inter. I don't know. It depends on what I'm feeling like. But yeah, that was. Bauman's a solid keeper. He's done a serviceable job for us with Iturbe out. I don't know that Iturbe would have done any better. Frankly, I think they're both at the point now where they're fairly equal. But I'm kind of banking my future on Iturbe, and I'm wondering if that's a good idea or not. Something tells me if, like, a Van der Voort or something becomes available in the transfer window, I should take a look at them. So, I don't know. We seem to be doing okay otherwise. We're currently tied for first. It's a 3-way tie. Xerxes leads us with 11 goals, a 7.9 rating. Admirola had 3 assists. Zagadou and Xerxes each have 2 players in the match. We got our work cut out for us. It's going to be one of those seasons. But it should be a good one. The game against Newcastle is going to bite. We have our chances. We just haven't been putting them away. The Pellegrini shot at the end of the Newcastle game is absolutely endemic of how we've been playing this season. Yeah, we've been winning. But against Everton, we should have won that game. And against Newcastle, we should have won that game a lot more comfortably. Same thing at Club Brugge. Same thing at Watford. Maybe I'm just projecting. This is probably like the 3rd time I saved the game too, which is a sign I need to call it a night. So that's what I'm going to do. If you did like what you've seen and heard, please have a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM Jellicoe, and I thank you for watching.